Sorry about that. That was nice to have all my streaming settings on live. Hey, what's up, Nikki? Oh, and I got a crazy echo going on right now. And of course I would decide to stream doing line art. I was just complaining about this the other day. Alright, I guess everybody's working on comics right now. Hopefully I can stream today up until I get this page completed. I am sort of expecting an interruption later, so I may have to actually end the stream early. Hopefully I don't need to, so we'll see. And this page should be interesting to do anyways, simply because I got a lot of extra stuff to put into this scene, or this page, scene, same stuff, I guess. Sloppy line work. Let me zoom in. God, oh, line art for this is all over the place. what resolution on my page is at. I think 300. Now if you're asking the resolution of my scans, they're supposed to be at 300, but I don't have the best scanner in the world. And my scanner is absolutely brutal, which is why I hate sort of looking at these images. But yeah, I think the page resolution is at 300. Yeah, pretty much good for printing. Yeah. And I know I tried before at doing a page at like, I think it was 600. And I did it on my old laptop, which was insane to start with. Maybe I should try it on this one. But yeah, my computer was chugging. It didn't handle it very well. And then I didn't like the small brushes and whatnot that came from having a higher resolution anyway. So, which is stupid because that actually helps out my artwork, but I don't know. Well, don't feel bad because my computer didn't handle 600 well either. Like I said, I would draw a line and then maybe like 5 seconds later it would show up on the screen. Like that got annoying real quick. But I don't know whether or not it could actually hold up on this computer, but I don't know if I want to try that. I forgot what art YouTuber I started actually said that he works at like 600 pixels. I'm like, that must be nice. I noticed a very Toriyama problem when I was working on this page too, where because this is an action page and I'm drawing the characters sort of in motion, well not sort of, they are moving, but I drew them with more realistic anatomy than they're supposed to have. Because my comic looks the way it does, I can sort of get away with it. But I couldn't avoid drawing Dan with almost a normal head, and he's not supposed to have one. Because most of my characters have sort of large heads and torsos, and the rest of their body and sort of anatomy is smaller. But every time I drew Dan running, I erased it like 2 or 3 times. No matter what I did, the shape of his head was normal size, so I just left it alone after a while. And I thought about sort of fixing the scan to repair that problem, but you can still make out what's going on. The important thing is you see him running. So yeah, I almost did the exact same thing. Like I said, gave serious thought to just using like the transform tool or something and resizing his head shape, but it looks well enough and I'm lazy. It'll be alright. I normally never do this, but I kind of can't see upside down, and I can't turn my head upside down to see what's going on, so oh, let's try a smaller brush for that. And it's still screwed up. Okay. Trying to make sure I flip this back in the right direction before I screw something up. Whoa! It's about to be a short stream. I didn't realize I knocked the power cord out. God, I love this song. I almost want the Tekken 3 soundtrack playing at my funeral when I die. Well, it's a very morbid thought to have. Yeah, I don't think thinking this early about my funeral is a good thing, but I'm not gonna lie, I do have the thought quite frequently that I don't want my funeral to be depressing, if at all possible for it not to be, because it is a death, but I almost want people to actually be partying at my funeral if at all possible. I know there's no way for that to be done, but just something to avoid how somber it is, or if I can avoid it altogether. It's good to plan ahead. Yeah, I think planning ahead and planning for early death is not this kind of the same thing. Maybe it is. And it also shows you my brain psyche. I'm not talking about a living will or anything like that. I'm talking about what music I would want to play when I die. You know, the important stuff. as a rave the day of the funeral. Absolutely. Maybe the characters in my comics are more like me than I ever gave myself credit of being. Oh God, didn't they have such a conversation? And then Beerus's theme from Dragon Ball plays. Let's switch this. Okay. What are the decorations going to be like? See, stuff like that I could care less about. The decorations, people can do what they want as far as that's concerned. I won't be here to see that anyways. I just want to make sure that people are upbeat. This is actually a weird angle to draw Barry, and I've actually never done it yet. How about if I just do this? That's actually another recent thought that I had was for my next comic I'm actually going to make sure I do character turnarounds. Because I think it was nice that I actually had character designs finalized and colored for my comic, but the lack of character designs for Uppercut kind of is a pain. Now see, I've been drawing for way too much these last couple of days. What is this DC Webtoon collaboration? I'm probably like the last person on earth to know what's going on at this point. The last Webtoon news that I was aware of was when Tapas got sold. Which turned out to not mean or change a whole lot, so. Okay, that actually gives me something to look up when I finish it. Which, whatever the deal is, it'll be stuff that won't really affect me or the comics that I follow on Webtoon anyways. And stuff that happens usually only affects the big creators on the platforms, or, you know, the extremely popular ones, other than the ones that they're already pushing. Yeah, they might just be trying to branch out with their comics and whatnot. Which that's all I need for to try to figure out how to get my comic to grow on Webtoon is to start having DC Comics also on the platform. Oh, that's just great. That is a strange thing. I think I saw somebody post something recently to show comic book sales in 2020 and how well they did in America even with the pandemic. I was actually amazed by that. Because I figured, and I mean physical comic book sales too, not even digital. Like, that really surprised me. Because I think it was less, obviously it was less than it's been in previous years, but it still wasn't bad considering what was going on all year long. Though the article was also still trying to disprove manga selling more than American comics. That I will never wrap my head around, except as a thing. Just because there are individual manga series that well outsells Marvel and DC collectively, I can't see how American comic books really sell more than manga. Yeah, that's what I figured. Manga sells more than. There's actually a lot of people that feel like American comic books do better than manga. Yeah, it's amazing. A lot of people actually say that, as if numbers and facts don't exist. But like, I think the Bleach manga ended in like what 2016 or somewhere around there, and I think like just a couple of years ago, it still sold like multiple $1 million in sales. You think like Batman and Superman combined sold less than like 600,000. I mean, yeah, 600,000 in that full year. So it's like, But yeah, I agree. Isn't it exciting that Webtoons might have more competition for us on the platform? Yeah. Manga's really going to start getting popular now that Gary Vee is telling everybody about manga. I don't know what's been going on, but I've seen Gary Vee recently just buying up and reselling practically any and everything he can get his hands on. And he's gotten really big into selling manga recently. I thought I was missing something. So where's my color palette? Okay, now I can't even pronounce those. What are those called again? So manhwa and manhwa? I don't even know what those are. Or I'm assuming it's comic books in another language. Just venture to guess. Okay, Korean comics or Chinese comics. Wow, that's crazy. I don't think I've ever come across a Chinese comic in my life. That's interesting. I've never had that thought before. I don't think I've ever heard of or seen a Chinese comic. So it would make sense that, yeah, they are just starting to get bigger, I guess. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's so interesting. I've watched Kung Fu movies all my life and never thought about a Chinese comic. Yeah, I would assume Korean comics are doing well, considering like in the last year the number of different random Korean comic book companies or webtoons, however you want to refer to them, as being bought up by like big corporations at like billions of dollars. That's why it wasn't all too shocking when I heard Tapas had been sold again. So it's like, yeah, Korean comics must be doing extremely well at the moment. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. It's as if I need anything else to sort of consume my time now. I am seriously about to start looking up Chinese comics. Yeah, this is actually a very interesting time right now. And then with all these new and exciting things going on in the comic book industry, we're still getting new comics of Batman and Spider-Man in 2021. It's still mind-boggling. Okay, that's interesting. So if Chinese comics are even done in a more different style, it almost makes me want to look it up even more. Because to me, even webtoons and manga look kind of similar, at least in style for me. Is that a school bus? Sorry for the distraction. So sometimes I feel like I should just be working inside of a box. Really nothing can distract me while I'm doing stuff. Which a weird thought that I just had. For as much manga in comic books that I've read over the course of my life, the thing that actually inspired me to make comics more than anything else were cartoons. Which I guess there's still a quick correlation there, but that is rather interesting. Yeah, a lot of them are confused with Japanese style because, yeah. Yeah, and then, yeah, you're right, the format and everything of most Korean comics are very similar to manga. Which, interesting, I at first didn't even know that Korean comics were called webtoons. I just thought that was just the platform. You know, when I first started doing this, I got confused as I don't know what. Alright, so I actually remembered to get that detail in on Dan before moving on with the shade. Actually got that stripe correct in one shot. I'm actually kind of proud of myself. Okay, that actually makes sense, and I never thought of it like that. It gets so identified with it that you just look at it as the name at that point. Because I know it definitely confused the hell out of me when I first started doing this. Hey, what's up, Jovet? Wait before I screw something up. Back up for a second. Okay. Korean infinite scrolling comics. What's wrong with me that there's now a part of me that actually wants to start referring to him as that? Just because that's such a mouthful to actually say. Oh man. Korean infinite scrolling comic. I love that name. That's such a bad idea to name something as a thing. Yeah, I agree. I don't know why it's such a big deal to call things webtoons or webcomics. Which, I don't even know if this YouTube video is still up at this point, but there was one, oh god, it was actually in my favorites for the longest time. It was a guy, I want to say this was back in like 2014, that looked like he was about to have a heart attack over people calling comics on the internet webcomics, as he hated the term webcomic so much. He just found it to be disrespectful and was just losing his shit over it being called a webcomic. It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. This is a grown man who probably has like kids and a family losing his mind over the terms comic and webcomic. Like, it can't be that big of a deal. I think the example he gave was, if you order a pizza online, you're not going to call it a web pizza, so why are you calling it a webcomic? Oh my god, I will never forget that video, and I still wish I could find it. I hate the fact that so many of the original YouTube videos you used to watch back in the day are just gone now. Or you don't know where certain people went that you used to watch or where to find them. I hate that. I hate to see his reaction to the Webtoon mix. Oh god. Yeah, that was too funny. That's, like, a lot of things have different names, like motion pictures and films and movies. It's all the same, aren't they? If a comic exists on the web, it's a webcomic, exactly. It's not a different thing. Like, oh god. I love human beings sometimes. Web plus comic equals webcomic, exactly. I never in a million years thought I would be reminded of. Oh, I've got to search my. I know I can't find it. Matter of fact, I think that's even attached to a different YouTube video. I now want to try and find this now. But the term graphic novels really boggles me. That's an interesting point, because I feel the same way. I don't know why it has that term, or even what separates that from a comic in general. I actually got mad as a child because I got a Dragon Ball graphic novel, just because not thinking and actually reading the comic when I got my hands on it. I just thought it was a Dragon Ball graphic novel, so I picked it up and then realized that it was the same, like the multiple volumes of the individual mangas that like 3 of them already had. And I was left so confused as to, like, what's the difference between what I have here and what I already had? I was literally just about to say the same thing. Like, wouldn't a graphic novel be a book that just had illustrations in it, not necessarily done in like panel to panel format? Basically like a picture book. Before I even take a step further, go back to chapter. page 62. Yeah, an illustrated novel. What you just said is literally what I thought a graphic novel was. I don't know. Yeah, that is confusing. Like, I have no idea. English terms just drive people crazy. Yeah. And especially in America where we have 50,000 different ways to call the exact same thing something different. And there's never an explanation as to why we're calling it something new. Alright, let's set that there for now. And yet people keep debating which one is the correct one. Yeah. Yep. I was supposed to memorize which brushes I was using before I started doing this. It's too late now, because I'm not doing that. It's interesting that this song's playing. I recently saw a campaign to get this game re-released. I seriously doubt that that's happening, but I love Marvel vs. Capcom games, but I don't think the second one is ever get to seeing the light of day ever. Wow, there must be a lot of talking in my comments, because I feel like I haven't done this specific thing in a very long time. And partially because I haven't had to. Oh, that's nice. Just keep grabbing Photoshop. Alright, thanks for joining, Nikki. See you later. Oh god, just click everything off the screen. Oh, why didn't I grab his eye? Well, never mind. It's not gonna matter. But crap, all this comic talk really has reminded me that I've got to update my, well, not update my webtoon, but I've got to get my latest pages up to date, or my future pages up to date is what I'm trying to say. There we go. I'm so far ahead of myself and I've been talking about this for days and still haven't done it yet, but I'm ahead of myself with my buffer and I still haven't worked on it yet. And I'm a blink and it's already going to be November. I've tried using the dots in the motion blur tool, but I don't know why. And I know it's probably just me doing stuff wrong when I use it, but I just never like the way that it looks. Which for all intents and purposes, this is probably costing me a lot of extra work. Just doing it this way. And there's that, and I've just grown addicted to the motion blur tool. I don't know the process of selecting it and then doing it that way. I enjoy for some weird reason. So I'm sort of setting my ways for absolutely no reason. If that makes any sense. Oh, I think I get what you mean too. You probably mean for the yeah, you said for the background and stuff is exactly what you mean. The background part that I use with the gray thing, so I didn't have to keep doing lines for each and every part of the background. That I haven't thought about, and I don't know why I've not done that before. Oh, I think I have tried. I think I might have did it with Shadow Assassins, so I'm not really sure why either. A, I didn't keep it up, or B, that's not really sure. I know there's a couple pages of Shadow Assassins I did this way. I've never worked on a Brainbuster that way though. I don't know why I just read the question wrong. I don't know why I thought you was talking about how I did the motion for Dan. But it's like, yeah, for the background, that probably would be much easier. Yeah, for speed lines, that sounds like that would be much easier to do. Which is still strange, even with stuff like speed lines, when I think about my comic, or excuse me, when I see my comic in my own mind, with the speed lines and everything, I still look at it like a cartoon and not necessarily as a comic. I don't know if that's because I can actually see it in motion in my mind, and there is a plane going on or going over my house right now, and I can't even hear myself. And here comes another one. Why do I even say things sometimes? And there goes an alarm. Even on a live stream, they're everywhere. I just had a thought. It probably would have been better for me to do a live stream tomorrow, considering it would be day 50. But now that I say that out loud, I don't even know if I'll be able to do a live stream tomorrow. We'll see. Wow, that's a quick 50 days too, now that I think about that out loud. Jeez. It still kind of sort of feels like I just started doing this challenge. This. Back up. Let me duplicate this just in case I screw something up. So I guess in theory I could have used the layer mask to do this, but that'll be alright. Oh God, this playing just makes me want to play Street Fighter. See, this is the type of stuff that gets annoying. I went through all that trouble of doing the speed lines with Dan, and I'm about to cover up every last one of them with the rest of the stuff I have to put on this page. Yep, just about. There's a text bubble. I may be able to get away with that. We'll see later. No. Do I have black in his color palette twice? Alright, let me make sure I'm still on, because... Okay. Just got a notification that OBS just dropped for some reason, so let me make sure I'm at least still visible. Okay. What's happening right now? Okay. The first time I got that message while live streaming before. Damn it. Okay, I thought I had the wrong layer lock. About to start panicking for a second. Alright, that's... Why am I doing this so far away? There we go. So, switch colors. You know what? Just so I can stop looking at those while I'm working. While I find myself staring at the wall colors while I'm working on a completely different character, I gotta remember to start closing them other ones out. Let me try this instead, see if this works. Just to stop some of this back and forth that I'm currently doing. And I still did it that fast. Actually, no. Alright, there we go. It's back. That'd be too much. Damn it, I still didn't get everything that was gray when I was shading it. God, the soundtrack. Oh, I'm glad I'm coloring this gemstone right now too. It reminds me I need to go back to an earlier page. I think it's from about 3 or 4 days ago, and I forgot to do this. No, I think I've complained for the full 49 days about drawing so far back, and I still have yet to correct the behavior. I was wondering why I couldn't see anything. Come on now. Don't select that. Okay, that's way too large. Can I get a nice in-between number, please? Let's close this now. Don't need it. This point is just in the way. Alright, let me add something real fast. I hope I can even do this. Hold on before I even do that. That explains why I felt like something's been missing the whole time. Oh crap. Forgot I just did this on a new layer. deselect. Thank you. I keep doing that. I can't erase. This is not on its own page. Alright, since I did this. Alright, you can go ahead and add text to this and call this a day. Oh no. You said recommends. Hold on. Brief pause, people. I'm actually writing those comments down. Let's see. There's my actual comment. Well, screw it. Says Storm Riders. The original title is When the Cloud. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check out. The idea of a Chinese comic is very intriguing to me. I'll definitely check that out. And it'll more than likely be right after I get done with this stream. It says a live action adaptation. Oh my god, this is more stuff for me to look up and watch. I'm definitely gonna do it. God, where am I about to put this at? It says a lot of them, but I don't know the English titles. It's all good. I'm gonna still certainly try to look it up anyways and see what I come across. It's a weird thing to sort of look up, but I want to make sure it's the same sound. Oh, okay. I kind of want to make this text bigger, but selfishly, I don't want to keep covering up my artwork. Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of King of Fighters. Not any good at it, but I am a big fan of it. Interesting enough, I think one of the biggest compliments I think I got for Shadow Assassins was someone said it reminded them of a story in the King of Fighters game. I don't know how it does, but I took that as a hell of a compliment nonetheless. But yeah, I'm actually looking forward to King of Fighters 15, I think is getting ready to come out. I wasn't any good at 14, but I'm still going to check it out. There's a lot of fighting games that I'm actually a fan of that I'm no good at. I think I'm only good at like probably like Dragon Ball fighting games, Mortal Kombat, and Tekken. Outside of that, I don't think I'm good at really anything, but I played the vast majority of them. Oh yeah, King of Fighters lore is much better than Street Fighters. It's also easy to follow. Street Fighter's story is all over the place. I love that there's the thing in the new Street Fighters 5 that actually has listed the video game, the actual storyline in order. I think it starts with like the Alpha games, then it goes to Street Fighter 1, then 2, then it jumps to 4 and 5, and then goes back to 3. Like, it's all over the place. And there's enough crazy fighting game stories to follow where Street Fighters is just too much for me. And I say that as a fan of Mortal Kombat games, so take my word with a grain of salt. It's actually stuff like that that made me work on Infinite Uppercut in the first place. Like I said, the premise of this idea was simply wrapped around the ridiculousness of solving world issues with a martial arts tournament. It's the dumbest thing to me, and practically every fighting game has that gem of an idea attached to it. We're not just going to find out who's the strongest, but we're going to find out who's the strongest by having this martial arts tournament to the death. It's like, okay. Alright, well, I'm actually done. I'm stopping right here. I actually tamper with the other pages that I need to clean up later on. But thanks to everybody who joined in the stream. Thanks to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Jovac and Nikki who left earlier. I'm also glad that you all have followed me along on this challenge, because like I said, I'm starting to feel the effects of it now, so you guys sort of following along with me is helping me out a lot. So thank you very much, and I'm about to get out of here, so y'all have a good one. I'm out.